Some say Chinese is one of the most difficult languages in the world, and learning it is almost impossible.
So learning Chinese, the most difficult thing.
非常非常非常非常非常难.
So I'm sort of tone deaf. I can't really hear them.
I think the cultural mindset is the biggest complication for
The grammar.
知吃思诗都还难
It's just complicated so much.
Only because you're not learning it in the right way. Why not try Takeaway Chinese, where you can take some Chinese away and experience progress day by day. Takeaway Chinese, we will promise you a difference.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu and join me today the athletic and artsy Tony Reed. Hi, Tony.
Hello, everyone, and hello, Honglin. Love your hair, by the way.
Thank you. So, I throw the nice word of athletic to you every time because you do look like an athletic person. But I have a question.
Sure.
Do you do exercise too much sometimes and got a sore muscle or feel like you cannot walk properly, a little bit limp?
What happens is when I haven't worked out in a long time and then I try to lift weights, that's when I get really, really sore, especially legs.
Legs.
Yeah.
Do you know how to say that in Chinese?
我的身体痛.
痛, that is actually hurt. But that's good enough. That's really good because I didn't actually expect you to know the character 痛 or 疼痛, hurting. And that is why I prepared this episode to share this information with you and our audience about how to express some certain kind of uncomfortable area or body parts of yours. And we can also learn how to ask others if you feel all right.
All right.
So, for our dear listeners, if you're interested in Chinese culture and you want to get grips with the Chinese language, then this is the show for you. Stick with us for 30 minutes a day and you soon see the rewards. And for more fun Chinese learning, follow our Facebook page, CRI Learn Chinese, to watch many fun videos and live streams. But now, let's provide you with some free Chinese for takeaway. 你今天气色不太好，怎么了？我的胃很痛。你有没有吃药？我没有药，我带你去医院。
This sounds like a very common situation where, I think most of us at some point will come to work or to class and just be out of it, And
under the weather, you say, right?
Under the weather, yes, or out of it, or
not feeling it.
Yeah, we're not feeling it.
Yes. So for today's conversation, actually, we have one character asking, are you right? You don't look okay. And that sentence would be, 你今天气色不太好，怎么了?
So 你今天, this is you today, right? 气色. This is like your complexion or the color of your skin, right?
I'm so glad you said that. It's partially right because 气色 is actually the look you have, but it's not about your facial expression. It's not about, it's kind of
your color.
It is a little bit about your attitude, but it's also not about your color. It's about the feeling of yours. So your, let's say, 状态. In Chinese, we say 状态. So if you 状态好, it means you're energetic, you look like you have a good rest, and you're in good physical condition. You're not unhealthy or anything.
So it's like your demeanor?
Yeah, it's kind of like your demeanor. So 气色, 气 is atmosphere.
Is this qi like the energy in your body, or is this a different qi?
It's similar kind of qi.
Okay.
So qi, it's the atmosphere, the feeling, the air around you. And 色 is 颜色.
Your aura.
Your aura, yes. 颜色 would be color. But, it's the same kind of sentiment. In English, if you say you look green, it means you're going to throw up, right? You look sick.
You look green.
You look green. Do you say that? Or do you feel green?
No.
Okay, I got that part wrong. And Tony is laughing at me currently, but
it's cute.
You don't say that. I thought people say that. green is associated with being sick, right?
Yeah, I feel like in like those colorful textbooks, you know, those children's stories, it
Really?
might work. But
Okay, so the idea is actually same here. That is, if this person is sick, the look on his face would be not as healthy. So 气色. Very important word. You will hear that a lot. 气色. So here, 你的气色不太好。
不太好. So booze, no. Tai is like very, and how is good. So not very good.
Not very good. 你的气色不太好. And then you want to ask 怎么了?
This is like what's up or what's going on or what happened, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, when you ask 怎么了, it's always because you saw something not all positive. You saw something that it's not usual, but it's not better than usual. It's always worse than usual. And you want to ask what is happening, what's wrong.
Okay, what's wrong? What happened? So it's something that you have seen that might be negative.
Yeah, and you're concerned.
You're concerned. Okay.
Yes. And then part B said 我的胃很痛.
我的 is my, right? 胃 is I learned recently this is stomach, right?
Yes, stomach.
And then 很 very 痛 is hurt, right?
Hurt.
Or
yes.
pain.
Yeah, totally. So 我的胃很痛, I've got a stomachache. And part A said 你有没有吃药?
So 你有 you have. 没有 means like you don't have something, right?
So
you
if
don't
you
have
put
any 吃药.
吃药.
Yao isn't that related to medicine?
Yao is exactly medicine or drug.
Sure is eat, right?
Eat.
So you haven't eaten any medicine.
Okay. That's how you say it. Well, I've talked about this multiple times. That is in Chinese. Sometimes it's complicated. You have a lot of measure words and you don't know which one to use at what occasions. But sometimes you have the simple stuff. For example, if you look at something, watch something, or read something with your eyes, you can always use the verb 看.
看.
And if you eat something, have something, or take something, be it eat a banana or take some medicine, you have a meal, you use different verbs in English.
Right.
But in Chinese, you use 吃.
So it's easier. It's everything.
Easier.
If it goes in the mouth, it's 吃.
Exactly. So that's the verb. 吃药 is actually also a set phrase or set word if you consider it.
So
吃药.
Yao here is a general term for medicine, right?
Yes.
And there's other. I've heard 中药.
中药.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, right?
中药 is Chinese medicine. And also, actually, when you say 中药, it is traditional Chinese medicine.
Okay, got it.
药. So, 你有没有吃药? This is how we ask whether or not you did something. And 有 is yes or have. 没有 is haven't. So, have or haven't you got some medicine? Take some medicine. It means actually asking, have you taken any medicine?
So here, do we need to have that 有? Like, can we just say 你没有吃药?
You have to say 有没有 because if 没有, it's like you haven't.
Okay.
Only 有没有 is whether or not. And then part A said 我没有药.
我没有药, so that means I don't have any medicine. Right?
Exactly. 我带你去医院.
我带你. So 带 is take, right? So or accompany.
Yes.
I will take you. 去 is go.
Go.
And then 医院
医院
is hospital, right?
Hospital. So 我带你去医院. Let me take you to the hospital. 我带你去医院. And you can also soften the tone, throwing 我带你去医院吧 particle at the end, suggesting it's an advice or proposal. So it's not necessary, but you can throw it there.
走吧.
Yes.
Like
走
let's
吧.
go, right?
Let's go. 走吧. So I think the conversation is pretty straightforward. Do you have any questions?
This point, this is pretty straightforward.
All right. Do you want to try to practice the conversation with me?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. 你今天气色不太好，怎么了？
我的胃很痛。
你有没有吃药？
我没有药。
我带你去医院。 See, you are listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Niu Honglin, and Tony. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts via email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. Coming up next, let's learn how to say different symptoms in Chinese. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin, joined by Tony. So, in the chit-chat part of our episode, actually you said after exercising or after not having exercise for a long time and then return to the gym and do some lifting, you got some sore muscle.
Yes.
Especially on your legs.
Legs are the worst. It's where you can barely walk upstairs, downstairs, even go to the bathroom is really hard.
I'll teach you a term because even though you use the 疼 or 疼痛, hurt or pain, which totally impressed me, I'll teach you a even more accurate one. That is 酸.
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 Oh, this means sore, right?
Yes.
酸.
酸. So you can actually say 腿酸.
腿酸.
Yes, 腿is leg.
Right?
腿酸. And that is exactly how all these things works. So basically, you learn some body parts. So you have 腿, that's your leg. You have 胳膊.
胳膊 is the arm, right?
Arm. 胳膊. 腰.
腰 isn't that medicine?
腰. Well, 腰 is medicine. 腰, first tone. 腰. 腰 is your waist.
Oh, okay.
And let's say 头.
头. 头发. Hair? Head?
头发 is hair, but head. Yes, 头. And then that's, well, you put those in the left column, let's say, of the formula. And you got a right column of the formula. That is the feeling you're experiencing.
Okay.
So, for example, 疼痛.
疼痛. 疼痛. They both mean pain, right? Or
Yes,
hurt,
yes.
Right?
So you can use either one of them, but don't put them together. You can use either one of them to show or to express that you're experiencing some pain. And also you can be a little bit more specific about where does it hurt. So for example, headache.
So here, 头疼.
Yes, and arm ache.
胳膊酸.
胳膊酸 is arm
soreness, right?
Yeah.
So 胳膊疼.
Yeah, 胳膊疼. Or leg hurt.
腿疼.
腿疼. See, you got the trick. You have the body parts, and then you put the feeling after it. So we got already the body parts: 头, head, and 胳膊, arm, 腿, leg. And of course, you can be more specific. You can have a hurting stomach, you can have a hurting brain, you can have hurting eyeballs, whatever you want. They can all be hurting. It's a bad thing, I know, but it could happen.
Right.
And you want to be specific, especially if you're facing a doctor.
What about 胃酸?
Wait, that does not work. Do you really have a soaring stomach?
You can if you do a lot of sit-ups.
But that's not a soaring stomach. It's a soaring abdomen, right?
Well, the muscles on top of your...
Yeah, it's not about stomach. It's a different...
stomach.
It's
Abdomen
not stomach.
and stomach is a little different.
I think they're different. Let me know what you guys think, but I think it's different. All right, so that'll be 胃. 胃, I think most certainly you can experience 胃疼.
Stomach pain.
Stomach pain, 胃疼. And that's 疼 and 酸, so sore or hurt or pain. And there's another one, I think it could happen as well, itchy.
痒.
Yeah, 痒 or 痒. So you can say, sometimes I feel like my throat is a little bit itchy and I need to cough.
So 嗓子.
嗓子痒.
嗓子痒.
Yes.
That's itchy throat, right?
Yes, itchy throat. And also you can say, mosquito bite me, it itches.
Oh, mosquito bites.
我被蚊子咬了.
咬.
咬 is bite.
咬 is bite as well.
咬, third tone.
Oh, wow.
So 腰, first tone, that's waist. And 药, fourth tone, that's medicine. And 咬, Third tone, that's bite. So 蚊子 is mosquito. 我被蚊子咬了 I got bitten by mosquitoes. And it itches. 有点痒 a little bit itchy.
有点 well 有点
A little bit.
有点
痒
痒
So that's 痒 and we've talked about 嗓子痒 so my throat is a little bit itchy and I want to cough 咳嗽 cough That's the easy way to form a word or a set phrase telling people which part is wrong. But there are other kind of symptoms. For example, 头晕 晕
头晕头is head. Yun is like dizzy, right?
Dizzy, yes. So 晕 you can either say 我头晕 I am feeling dizzy, or you can just say 我有点晕 a little bit 晕
So
dizzy.
I'm a little dizzy.
Yes. So the thing is, you don't really need head in the dizzy expression.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit different. And also 恶心 恶心
This is like you feel like you want to throw up, nauseous.
Nauseous. You want to throw up. That's 恶心. So these are some basic words. I think you're covered with these basics if you want to express you're feeling uncomfortable. And if you're feeling any one of these in a severe level, go to see a doctor. Don't just explain them in Chinese. It won't help.
No.
Just doing that.
Just eat some Chinese medicine. You'll be okay.
Eat Chinese medicine could be a good way to go. And another fun way to go is actually, try to, we say 养生.
养生.
养
So
生
yang here is itchy, right?
It's another yang. I know. 养生 is actually living a healthy lifestyle.
Oh, wow.
Yes, living a healthy lifestyle. So you go to bed early, you wake up early, you eat healthy, you drink hot water, and you have a lot of vegetables. Those are all different ways to 养生.
And by the way, that drinking hot water, I feel like that's kind of an inside comment because like in China, that's the remedy for a lot of things.
Yes, that's true.
If you're cold, if you're sick, or if you're uncomfortable, drink hot water.
Yes, 喝热水，多喝热水很重要.
And for me, that was so strange, like because in America we never drink hot water; it's always ice cold water. So when I first came here, it was like drink hot water. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Actually, there are a lot of old sayings. Even for me, I feel like they're old and I don't understand the scientific reason behind it. But somehow they work and somehow they do help you to feel better in everyday life. So you kind of practice it and have believing, have doubting, but still practicing it.
Well, the body's hot, so I guess the water matches the temperature of the body, so I guess it works.
喝热水 is one thing, but we also have some very fun Chinese sayings. For example, there's this one. 饭后百步走，活到99. So 饭后百步走，活到99. Actually, it means if you walk 100 steps after eating, you will live to 99.
100 steps after eating.
Yeah.
You'll live to be 99.
Yes.
I guess they don't factor in smoking and
They
drinking.
don't factor in all these things. It's just a way to show you that after meal exercise can be important. And they are being very specific. You need to walk instead of run or swim because it's not good for you. You need to wait half an hour to do all that. But after eating, you walk to help you digest, and it's supposed to be good for you. And it rhymes. Being rhyme is very important.
I see.
Yes, and that is why 饭后, so 饭 is meal, 后 is after, 百步, 百 is 100, 步 is step, 走 is walk. So 饭后百步走.
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 饭后
百步走. 活到99. 活. 到.
到.
Yeah, 活 is to live. 到 is till or to. 99 is 99.
99.
Yes, so 活到99. Come on, repeat after me. 活到99到99 Yes, so 饭后百步走，活到99 That's one saying, and we have some other ones, some funny ones. And for example, there's this 冬吃萝卜，夏吃姜，不劳医生开药方。
This one I think is about the kind of like your stomach and your intestines in your stomach.
It's kind of about that, but it's also about what to eat during spring and during winter to protect your stomach and your intestines. So, 冬 is winter. 吃 is eat. We've established that.
Right.
萝卜 is actually a radish or a, let's say, carrot.
Okay.
A carrot. 夏 is 夏天 summer.
Okay.
吃 eat. 姜 is ginger. 姜
Okay.
Ginger. So during winter time, you're supposed to eat a lot of carrot. And during summertime, you're supposed to eat a lot of ginger.
I think it's the other way, right? Ginger has to be in the winter time.
That is the funny thing. And let me finish explaining the sentence first, and then explaining the meaning behind it. So 不劳 is don't bother. 医生 doctors 开药方 to write a prescription. So this actually means you don't need to see a doctor because you're healthy.
So carrots in the winter and ginger in the summer.
Yes.
That's so strange.
I know, I agree.
Because ginger is kind of spicy and it warms the body, so it seems like that would be better to eat in the winter time.
I totally understand what you're saying, but according to my mom, it is nice to, synchronize your body with the universe. So in summertime, you feel it's really hot, you want to have some ice popsicle, you want to have cold ice water, ice chips. But actually, because the universe is getting warmer and warmer, you're not supposed to go the other way around, even though it feels a little bit more comfortable. You should have your body synchronize with the universe. So you put something a little bit hot, and if it feels so hot, they need to sweat. Actually, the sweat will take away the heat. And that is a healthy way to get comfortable and cool.
Well, that goes in line with Chinese medicine.
Exactly.
And some certain foods have different natures. Some foods have a hot nature, and some food have a cold nature. And apparently, ginger has a relatively cold nature. It's I guess in Western terms, it's more alkaline, and then there's acidic.
Yeah,
so there's some foods that have a cooler nature, and those would be considered alkaline. So I guess it makes sense.
That is why we say 冬吃萝卜，夏吃姜。
萝卜, what is this again?
Carrot.
Carrot. Okay.
冬吃萝卜，夏吃姜，不劳医生开药方。I'm going to say it one more time, but I will not force Tony to say it because it's super long and it's a little bit complicated.
I appreciate that.
But you guys are very welcome to repeat after me. So let's do it 3 times in a row. Let's see if you guys can repeat with me. 和我一起说 with me 一起 together 说和我一起说冬吃萝卜夏吃姜不劳医生开药方冬吃萝卜夏吃姜不劳医生开药方 Last time 冬吃萝卜夏吃姜不劳医生开药方 I feel like I'm promoting traditional Chinese sentiment and it's very strange but it's fun and after practicing it for a while I do feel like it's reasonable and
冬吃萝卜
See, 冬吃萝卜夏吃姜 it kind of works but maybe it still also depends on different people and different kind of body so you guys you're most welcome to try, but if it does not work, don't blame on me. Blame on the rhyming and the magic of rhyming.
I think you can't go wrong with ginger and carrots. I think
right? These are some fun Chinese idioms and sayings about how to live a healthy life. And that brings us to the end of today's Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niuniu with Tony Reed here in the studio.